Peyton Manning didn't play much as expected in the preseason opener against the Seattle Seahawks, but he made the most of the time he did spend on the field. Manning looked like the Manning we all know, leading the Broncos downfield on a 14-play, 61-yard drive that eventually led to the Broncos' touchdown. The Broncos went on to win 21-16, and Manning's opening drive is starting to create a bit of a buzz. The guys at ESPN First Take like to take little things and make them out to be much more than they really are. This is one of those things. Skip Bayless believes that Peyton was making a statement with his TD drive, showing the Seahawks that last year will not be repeated. Bayless referred to last year in the preseason when the Seahawks trumped the Broncos by a score of 40-10. He believes that this gave Seattle a huge mental advantage over the Broncos, which ultimately led them to a huge win over Denver in the Super Bowl, beating them 43-8. According to Bayless, from what he saw, Peyton looked to be in playoff mode and his body language didn't read preseason game to him, meaning Manning took this preseason game seriously and wanted to make a statement. To a certain extent, that may be true, but ultimately this was just a preseason game that had no meaning. I don't think this gives Denver some big mental advantage going into their Week 3 matchup against Seattle, and I don't think their chances of winning have improved all because of one TD drive by Peyton Manning in a meaningless preseason game. So if the two were to meet up again in the Super Bowl this year, would Peyton's preseason touchdown drive prove to be the X factor in them beating the Seahawks? Absolutely not. If these two teams were to meet in the Super Bowl again, I'd still give the edge to Seattle. They did lose some key players in Golden Tate, Walter Thurmond, Chris Clemons, and Red Bryant, but Peyton will always be Peyton. Manning has brought a team to the playoffs 13 times in his career. 13 times. How many Super Bowls has he won? 1. Manning has put up some solid numbers in the playoffs, but on many different occasions, Manning has found a way to make a key mistake at key moments in a game. At age 38, you can guarantee that a man with Manning's experience and pride, he isn't going to make changes that will make him more effective in the playoffs. So in my personal opinion, I think Manning may have been trying to make a statement in his opening drive against the Seahawks. Do I believe this will give the Broncos and Manning some sort of mental advantage over the Seahawks in the near future? I don't think that for 1 minute.